Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Battle Brothers Let's Play. So in the last episode, we started a fresh batch of episodes, and we were somewhere down in Schweikhof. We headed up to Finsterwald, we took some work to track down some bandits, make a little money, and we headed up through Helleweir, and finally finished our episode in Gerstal, where we have a job waiting for us. So we're going to accept that job, and I believe we're going to be fighting some undead, so we'll have to get our gear changed around just a little bit. We're starting to finally filter some skirmishing weapons into the ranks, so we've got two guys in the front line with throwing axes, which I'm really looking forward to testing their effectiveness against the undead. We know that bows and arrows and crossbows don't work so great against them, but I've read that throwing axes are really, really great against them, and so that's a nice alternative to have, of course. We've also got, I believe, Mieszko is using both a pike and a light crossbow. He's still predominantly a pikeman, but at least now he can skirmish before the enemy engages with him. So let's get these swords equipped. For Hildebert, I'm going to give him the arming sword, and everybody else is going to get a short sword. And eventually, when these guys have pretty good stamina or fatigue, I may just leave the short sword in their inventory because it's only -4 max fatigue. It's pretty insignificant, so once they have plenty of fatigue to draw on, I can just leave both weapons equipped and they can switch back and forth as needed. But until then, I think it's best that we sort of equip them as necessary, rather than having them lug around, stuff for every situation. So let's go ahead and accept this contract. We're getting 150 up front, 610 when we're finished. We have to obtain the Forefather's Scroll from the White Bones Hollow, which is almost certainly going to be undead. Probably ancient dead, I would wager. So let's go ahead and accept that. And where is this place? I think it's to the north, blocked by that. Yes, it is. And it is the ancient dead, so we were right to assume that. And we should be ready for this because we've got everything pretty much equipped for facing them. Our archers are going to have to basically abandon their ranged weapons and use their melee weapons, but that's fine. We are going to be fighting them at night. Oh, okay. Well, you found the Forefather's Scroll. It was a lot easier than you thought it would be, but there's something else here too. You spot a glittering ancient sword adorned to a tall statue of a man with a blank face. You're not sure what a statue is doing with such a thing, but there it is. And there it seems to always have been, which begs the question why. Perhaps the birds of Hermes should stick to what it was tasked to do. They were tasked to do. I might regret this, but I want this sword. The thing is it just a regular... It could just be like a regular ancient sword, which is not that good. But if this is like some legendary item, I would be pretty upset with myself for passing on it. Even if we lose a guy in the process, like, it's worth it for a legendary weapon. So, yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's just a regular ancient sword. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to fight them anyways, so I don't think there's any way of getting out of that without fighting them. Let's see. I don't think we're facing anything different because of that, but whatever, let's go for it. If they wanted to pull like a real dick move, what they could have done is basically, if you take the sword, they'll throw like necro savants at you, and if you don't, then you don't have to worry about them, but I don't think they're going to do that here. Let's have you wait. I'm going to move everybody back one just so we have a little bit more time to react, and we'll see how that goes. Also, I like the idea of having trees and stuff blocking our rear flank, just in case. Alright, so I'm pretty sure, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's all of them. Looks like we have 8 auxiliaries and 2 legionaries. The legionaries have the shield expert perk, better shields, better armor, better helmets. But apparently, they usually have better weapons. In this case, they don't. So, it could have been a lot worse here, but yeah, it's not too bad right now. I'm going to shoot at the legionary because the piercing damage is only really going to be effective against their armor. Against them themselves, it's really not going to hurt them much. So, we have the ammunition, we may as well use it, but at the same time, it's really not going to be all that effective, as you can see right there. On the next turn, you know what, I'm just going to do it now. We're going to switch everybody's weapons. Although this would have been a great time to use that hook blade, because frankly the pikes, while good weapons, are not going to be as effective against these guys. They won't be bad, but they're not going to be at their best against skeletons. Let's go ahead and try a throwing axe. Sure. It didn't really, well, it didn't do anything because it didn't hit. But yeah, maybe we'll get lucky next time. Okay, you can just wait. Everybody just hang in there until the enemy closes with us. No spear walling to do today. Oh, great. So he's already unable to throw those axes. I wanted to at least hit somebody. Let's try Bram. Come on, Bram. Do it for me. Nice. Yeah, look at that damage. Reiner, you might actually be able to finish him with that bow. Still not enough. Oh, well. Yeah, you guys just hang out. Let the enemy come in. A lot of them don't have shields either, which is making this really easy for me. Hans, go ahead and wait. Because they are going to close with us more than likely. Like, this guy is definitely in range. This guy's in range. Somebody is... Yeah, Max is wavering already. But he was traumatized, so that's kind of to be expected. We'll eventually get his resolve back up, but it might be a while. But yeah, I'm convinced that the throwing axes are pretty effective against these guys, so I'm pleased with that. We obviously didn't get to throw very many of them, but at least we know that when they hit, they can certainly do some damage. Okay, do we go offensive or defensive here? I think we're going to shield wall. Just try to keep our guys alive. We've got people in the back that can deal damage for us. So 73 or 73. I think we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up, because obviously Moti down here is pretty surrounded. So if we can get anybody off of him, that'd be great. And that's a pretty good start right there. Alexander, you cannot wait, so you're just going to have to pass your turn. Thomas, go ahead and attack this guy since he's your only choice. Mieszko, let's have you focus on him as well. There's a lot of options for you here. Yeah, take the guaranteed kill. I mean, we could still miss, but at least that's one less person that can attack Moti. Nope, he dodged it, so it didn't matter. Moti, get your shield up and then try to finish him off. Damn, that guy is slippery. Alright, Hildebert, get your shield up and then just pass your turn. Xander, do the same thing. Jacques, go ahead and raise your shield and then try to kill this guy. And Hans, just protect yourself. Okay, Alexander, keep waiting. We'll see what they decide to do. Please kill him. No, still can't get him. Mieszko, would you care to do the honors? No. So he's going to start swinging at us. And here they come up here. Luckily, all of our shields are raised, so we're fairly well protected. And there's a kill. That's a good start. We just need to start making contact down here where it matters. They don't have enough numbers to overwhelm us up here, but they certainly do on this flank. I may end up shifting a couple people down there just to help out. That one got through. Luckily for us, their weapons aren't going to do much damage to our shields, so we can pretty much just turtle. Not indefinitely, but our shields will hold for a while. Xander, get that shield back up. Start pummeling him. Hildebert, do the same thing. Okay, Bram, you need to get your flail out. And you get one attack. Actually, you have quick hands, so you can raise your shield and attack. Let's go for a lash. He's not wearing a helmet, so this could be really effective if it hits. Yeah, look at that. And then Hans, start working on his shield because Xander there's going to have a hard time with it. So if we can destroy it, that'd be great. Moti, please kill this guy. Damn, why can't we not hit him? Yeah, we're missing a lot of hits. Alright, and the Legionaries close with us. Oh boy, that one got around. So that's bad, obviously. God, we cannot kill that guy. I was hoping we could one-shot him. Okay, Ike, you could attack there, or you could try to finish one of these guys off. This is a 73% chance to hit. We should not have missed this nearly so many times, but at least we finally got him there. So that's one less person swinging at these two. Maybe you can repel him. It doesn't seem like a great idea, though. I think just doing damage to somebody is a better idea right now. If you could kill off this guy, Moti could tank him. So let's try to focus fire him down. Alright, Alexander. I guess you can swing at him, because even if you hit his shield, you can do some pretty severe damage to it. But I could just outright break the shield. It wouldn't do any damage to him, but then these guys would be more effective. Let's do that. Alright, and then technically you can help out there as well. Oh yeah, nice. Reiner, go ahead and help out here. That was a decent hit, but you hit him in the head, which is the only place where he's got armor. So not the best choice there. They're trying to get through, but our shields are doing pretty well. Of course, I say that, and somebody takes a nice shot. Yeah, there's another one. That was mostly to the armor, though. So even though it got past the shield, the armor took the brunt of it. It did do a little bit of HP damage, but not a significant amount. Hildebert, keep working on him. There you go. Xander, finish him off. And then I think we're going to break ranks here. Xander's going to fold down on this side, and Hans is going to fold up against him. And we'll basically have a 3-on-1 up here, and then everybody else focusing on these guys. Luckily for us, his weapon is not particularly great. Same goes for him, but obviously with no shield there, it's still a little bit risky. There's a good hit. Again to the head, where we didn't need it. Start working on that shield. We'll have Alexander come in and add to it in a second. Bram, go for the headshot. Nicely done. And then, you know what? Can you... You can't this turn. I was going to see if I can move him back here and then down. Because I don't really need you here. I can have Xander handle that. So I think you're just going to rest. Get rid of some of that fatigue. 2 big shots on Max, who's trying to flee. Moti's also trying to flee. So this is getting bad. Let's try to kill this guy. Take some pressure off of Max at least. And then Thomas, if you could move over here to help out, that'd be great. Reiner, I need you to finish this guy. Okay, cool. Well done. Well done, sir. Mieszko. Let's see. I was hoping we could get that guy. If we can free these two up, we have a chance of saving them. But since they're getting focused right now, there's a really good chance that they're going to get killed. Alright, Alexander, step in here. Finish that shield off. Oh, okay. Again, they have shield expert and better shields than the auxiliaries do, so they're going to be a little bit tankier overall. Xander, start moving down this way. Okay, good, he missed. Please don't kill him. Please. Okay. Hildebert, keep that shield up. Start working on him. Jacques, you can't get down there, so move to here. Let's see, can you finish that shield off? Yes, you can. Nicely done. And a pretty good hit to the head. Not what we really needed, though. Bram, start working your way around. Okay, he tried to flee and got killed. So there goes Moti, unfortunately. Hopefully hopefully we can recover that armor, because it's pretty good armor. I don't think he's going to survive that, though. There's a very, very low chance of that. Alright, so there's another one dead. Just focused on this guy. We are going to try to pile some more people onto him. Reiner, hop over here so that you can hit both of them. But these two should have no problem with that guy. He's apparently going right past our shield there. That was a good hit to the armor. I wouldn't mind recovering that armor. It's pretty good. It looks a bit funny, though. It looks funny on the characters. Okay, Xander. Let's do this and do it quick. Jacques, all you, man. Nice, okay. So just the legionnaires left. I could be aggressive here, or I could be cautious. I'm going to be cautious. You know what? He's got really good melee defense, so I'm actually going to be a little bit more aggressive with him. Just because I think he can survive it. Bram, go ahead and step in there. And hopefully that gives this guy someone else to think about. Because I don't want him attacking my guys without shields. My guy without shield. Okay, Hans, this is all you, man. So close. And Max is fleeing. He is a little bit wounded though, so that might be for the best. That was a good shot to the armor. We got a lot of pikes working on this guy right now, but pikes are not that great against this particular enemy type. They're not the worst thing in the world, but obviously another long axe would be pretty useful over here. As soon as we get one, we'll definitely equip it, but until then, gonna have to make do. Alright, so there's the finish. Let's pile in down here. Okay, we get a dodge. That is much appreciated. And I don't think his shield wall should be less effective now that he's like partially surrounded. And once he's fully surrounded, it should be even less so. Cool. And oh, he made it. Moti made it. He lost an eye. His kidney was grazed, but I don't think he's traumatized, so that's actually nice to see. We've been getting really lucky with those lately. So Max leveled up. That's good to see. And what did we recover? We got one of their helmets. We got one of their shields. The coffin shields. So these are effectively their version of kite shields. Oh, we got 2 legionary helmets. Nice. What are they ranked? 130. These are actually better than a lot of the helmets that we have. But yeah, these are 15, 15 and minus 10. These are 15, 20 and minus 12. So they're, again, essentially kite shields. I'll take all of that. We'll probably sell the Falxes because they're not that great, but I wouldn't mind some more ancient spears. And then these helmets could definitely be put to use. Alright, so let's check this out. Hildebert, I kind of want to give you the coffin shield. Sweet. And then we can give somebody else this kite shield. Probably Bram. Actually, you know what? Jacques is... being a Templar, I'd like to get him something that looks more like this, but I don't know if there is a kite shield that looks like that, so I'm going to leave him with the black sword. And we'll give Bram this one. So everybody's got at least a kite or a heater shield now, except for Max. We'll need to get him one. Let's see. For his level up, we'll go 2 to fatigue, 2 to resolve, because we need all the resolve we can get him. And then, I'm actually going to throw, I think, 3 points at his range skill. Although, melee defense wouldn't be a terrible idea either, but I'd like him to be able to skirmish effectively. Let's make sure we get those re-equipped. You guys should get your bows out as well. Yeah, everybody get them out. And while we're in here, you know what? Get these spears equipped. And I think I'm going to give Moti one of the ancient spears, because they're a little bit better than the regular ones. And, oh, did we forget to give him a perk? Yeah, we did. So you are using axes. We'll give you axe mastery. And, right, we got these helmets. Who should we give them to? They are technically a little bit worse than our nasal helmets, but they are pretty awesome looking. They look a bit weird on the characters, because their ears stick out the side. We'll think about it. And then, of course, we're going to sell these. So that looks pretty good. For now, at least. And ancient sword. Oh, this actually is pretty good. Huh. That's actually a really good weapon. Interesting. I don't think the average, or like the regular ancient swords are normally that good, so that's kind of interesting. So back to, not Donnerswall, back to Gerstal to collect our pay. Alright, cha-ching. Wait, did they not pay me? I didn't read that. But I don't think we got paid for it. That kinda sucks. Yeah, I definitely didn't get any money. So... bummer? I don't really want to do another job for them if they're not going to pay me. 970. This is a 2-skull mission. They're willing to go up to 1050. What is it? Defend. Oh, another one of these. If it's as rough as the last one, I don't know if we're ready, but let me think on it. We're going to get our guys outfitted, and then we'll probably try it. I'm kind of tempted to just get rid of this wine at this point. Get rid of all these. Do I need any more of these shields? Probably not. Definitely don't need any more of those helmets. I'm going to keep the good ones, though. Gambesons can probably go, since we have leather. And... that's not too bad. We need food, though, don't we? Let's grab some grain. It says we have a lot of it. I guess the... are they drinking the wine? Is that why? Because it counts as provisions. I think that's why we have so many. Hopefully they eat the grain before they drink the wine. Well, I think that's pretty solid. I'll get rid of a few of these busted up shields. And that's looking good to me. How are our guys doing? You are not looking so great. You lost an eye and your kidney is grazed. That's gonna lower your hit points significantly. Kind of need to sit you out, but then the alternative is Balder, who's not looking so great either. He's gonna do a lot less damage, but he is more survivable. We could hire somebody. Let's see, we got Oscar the Brawler. I guess? I mean, we may as well take on an extra guy for this. We can always fire him after. So I'm gonna do that. What are your stats looking like? Not terrible, actually. Could have been a lot worse. Moti, you're gonna sit out. Oscar, you're gonna slide in. I will give you... let's see. You can take the broken one so it gets repaired. I'll give Oscar the good one. And let me borrow a kite shield while we're at it. You know, Balder, give me yours. And how's your armor looking? Pretty solid. Yours is really beat up. So let's take Balder's armor. And we just need a helmet. I guess I can give him one of these. Kind of ridiculous looking though. Like, I don't know. They look cool on the skeletons. They look a bit weird on the characters. I guess I can give him one of these. I got plenty. So that's looking pretty solid. I'll give him some bandages just in case. And depending on how he does, we might keep him around. We've got a lot of guys that are content with being in reserve and have pretty bad permanent wounds, so we might cycle some of them out. But yeah, that's looking good to me. Let's go ahead and sell off his rags, and then I think we're going to accept his job. So what we're actually going to do is end the episode here. I didn't realize that we were out of time, but we'll probably accept it in the next one and then go ahead and do it, because this is going to be a pretty lengthy mission. It could be up to like 3 or 4 fights as we saw with the last one. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Battle Brothers with you, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.